Kevin.
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going? Sorry it took so long to get back to you.
No, that's no problem at all. I'm just gonna record this so we have it. Is that good? Just because I don't want to misquote you. All right.
Frank Wright says hello.
Oh yeah, how's he doing?
Doing great.
Yeah,
Good guy.
yeah, the good guy. Jeez, yeah. Oh God, I could tell you stories. So I'm trying to figure out this Barstool thing. I don't understand it. They've given me grief in the past. I've been through wars with these guys too. But what's I read Jessica's thing. What's going on here?
Well, it's about Barstool, but it's also not. It's about something bigger. I use my platform that I use to communicate on many issues and state my opinion on many things, and use that to take the opportunity to stand up and for what Jessica Haslam and Marissa and Jemmy and others have been trying to write about and bring to light. And that was sort of the hypocrisy of the whole what they're calling it, Talogate, whatever, or the Bruins partnering with Barstool, given the fact that it directly contradicts with the NHL and the Bruins' mission to make the game more diverse and more inclusive. And you very well know that Barstool's explicit mission is to target and market to white men. Barstool and its founder have been explicit in their language and actions in terms of being misogynistic.
Well, I guess so. I'm gonna play. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. I'm a fighter. I've been a fighter my whole life, obviously. But what I don't understand is like when you say. So I looked up. I can't find real examples of them being like racist. Like you can help me out. Like where's the racism there?
It's about support. Look, a lot of these.
But if it's easier, I mean, I want to take these stooges down too. But I just need examples. It makes it easier for me because look, obviously I can't make anything up. But I mean,
look, these, I think I tweeted kind of like Gamergate with the veneer of sports painted over it and covered over it. I mentioned earlier it's about Barstool, but it's about something bigger. These platforms, we talk about sports have been the portal. But you called
out Barstool specifically there.
Yeah, well, I did.
I'm writing about Barstool here, and so I need to know. Like I'm looking, and you're calling. I see everyone saying they're racist, they're homophobic, they hire women all over the place. I don't where specific.
There have been those complaints.
Complaints are but like.
Toxic response.
But where? But where are the specifics, Joe? Where are the specifics?
I'm sorry, Kevin. I can't hear you breaking up.
You got me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a call coming in. Oh, Tommy here. Jesus Christ. But what? Tommy's always calling.
Just for me, giving other examples. Reading the responses back to Jessica Haslam and Marissa and Jemmy, their calls, what they wrote, what they asked about.
Were those people from Barstool doing that? I don't even understand.
It comes through the portal of that, and their founder was hosted by the NFL for a reason as well, also, right?
What reason is that?
Perpetuated, given the platform to launch this sort of toxic rhetoric, which targets anyone who calls them out.
So you're saying? The thing with Goodell.
Right.
So what? I know that the thing with the nose it was like a clown nose or something.
My point is, you can pick a fight against Barstool any day. I'm not a big fan of this. And it's any day that we could have that argument. The point is, both Jessica Haslam was standing up and calling out the NHL and the Bruins because what Marissa and Jemmy and others have put forth. And the response to both of those women, those reporters, and you've seen the comments, and I hope you have. They launched via Barstool and others were sexist. They promoted, threats of sexual violence and so forth, and insinuations. And what we've seen today, and is we're in a climate where, we've in one way or another given license to this type of activity, this type of conduct, this type of language. And what was really being called out is, They are toxic. We know that. And here you have the NHL and our beloved sports team. And no one's a bigger fan of the Bruins than me. No one's going to shout louder at games than I will, or at my TV, one way or the other, when I'm watching them tonight with my kids. What is really bewildering is where they purport, they claim, and I believe them, they want to make the game more inclusive of families, of women, of people with different backgrounds. Yet you partner with this entity that this is their MO, right? They clearly, explicitly target white men as their audience.
But where do they? So where I don't know where they. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know, Joe, where they.
But these are typical the platforms. They have been the rhetoric that comes out, and it's not called out by Barstool when their subscribers and their portal is used as a launchpad for this type of hateful, offensive, vulgar targeting language that targets people based on their identity, their race.
Okay, I got all that, but where do they say? So I'm looking here. I'm looking. I'm Google searching here. I'm very thorough. Where do they say they target white men specifically? Is Portnoy said that, or?
Yeah, no, it was out there. It's their business model. Their target has been claimed by them.
Their target's been claimed by them that
they've been upfront about that.
Yeah.
You know, that was their target audience, a white men. I mean, their blackout parties were targeted towards white men, right?
So that's the thing I read in Jessica's story too. I read about these parties at BU and these rape vans or whatever. Has that been? Have you ever heard? Is that verified by anybody anywhere that actually happened?
Yeah, I mean,
so I'm not running with it if it's not true.
Yeah, I think Marissa and Jemmy wrote about that, and others have covered it. And Marissa was a Sarah good friend who wrote about
the National Organization of Women. Yeah.
Those were well.
So it was well reported that Barstool was having parties where they were dragging women in the vans and raping them.
No. Kevin, we in many cases, and many times, we've seen women being exploited, taken advantage of at those parties.
Sure.
Right? But that's what occurred. But it's part of an entire approach, a package of an organization like Barstool that, as part of its drive to seek, its business model is built on targeting a certain population. They're clear about that. Its activities give no regard to what is appropriate. You know, what is offensive or not, what should be acceptable in our society. That's their mode. They're clear about it. I'll give it to them. They don't lie about it. That is them.
Do you?
The point here that I am making, and it's really backing up what Jessica has called out, and Marissa has stated also. Why is an organization, really like NHL, not speaking up about any concern about this partnership? Why would our beloved team, and if it's a mistake, they should just say it was a mistake, want to partner with such an organization that clearly is a launch pad for language, activity, rhetoric that targets people based on their identity and their sex. If you disagree with them, if you call out, and the silence by those folks has been deafening.
Does it bother you? And I'm trying to figure it out. Does it bother you that when I've asked you and Marissa, I called and nobody can give a specific when I say how are they racist, how are they sexist? Not the followers. People tweet what they want. Anonymous tweeters tweet what they want. But I'm talking about the actual company themselves. There, am I missing a specific sexist, racist, moment where you say, "Wow, I can't work with these people"? I mean, help me out here. What am I missing?
Well, if you had roving bands of, I think I mentioned this in one of my tweets of miscreants that said in your hallways of where you work or in your streets harassing people as they do here.
Yeah, there's no harassment in the hallways of the Boston Globe.
You would recognize it as a media problem. We all would, right? So we should be able to do the same here when it's happening online with Barstool. That's been their core of their MO, right? Not just their target audience, but how they spark the debate or the attention necessary to build their business model.
Well, how did specific
targeting people?
Well, how?
Who disagree with them? They've either parroted, they've perpetuated, they've facilitated.
But when? You're not giving me any examples here, Joe. I'm trying to write.
It happened over time and time again, Kevin.
Like when?
I mean, people have reported about this. You've seen Marissa. You've seen people like Sarah Goodfriend report it.
So if you tweet something, so let's say you tweet something out, right? You tweet something out and you're fighting back with Portnoy. and one of your commenters says that Portnoy is a fucking asshole, right? I mean, is that your responsibility? I don't think so. Do you?
You know, if someone from my organization,
just anybody, not your organization, because
well, no. Look, I do believe we have a collective responsibility to call out language, conduct that is offensive, that is vulgar, that targets people based on their identity and beliefs. I know you believe this also, Kevin. Or
man of honor, yeah.
Or their race, or their, and you know, and the problem and what is happening today, what has been given license, not just the Barstool, but across this country and around the world, is people. You know, we have this type of conduct. We have this rhetoric. It's written online, and for many people, will stay silent and say, "Well, what's my responsibility to say anything?" You see, I differ. I believe we have an inherent responsibility, not because we're elected to the office, whatever, but just as decent people who want to see other people treated decently and fairly, to say something about it. You know the old adage: you don't let the lie become the truth. Well, you don't let
absolutely
hate, racism, sexism, misogyny, anything vest itself in any form whatsoever, and that is the danger here. That is what is occurring here. So to stay silent is unacceptable.
So sure. So, but
I feel
go ahead.
As an individual, it has nothing to do with, as in one person. I've seen when seeing those responses and reading, you know, about past activity, and seeing how both Jessica and Marissa, who deserve all the credit, Marissa and others have been the subject of this toxic, viral attack.
Courageous, yeah, for sure.
I stood up. I felt that my response was one person to stand up and say, "It's not right."
It's not right. I see Portnoy is calling you out on. I see. Well, so that's the other thing. So I saw on Twitter that do your kids actually follow Barstool on social media?
No, I don't follow Barstool on social media. My son, one of my sons, I think I talked about this on the radio, because the question was asked, you know, how do you talk to your kids about it, or something of that like. And I said, well, I don't disguise it. I want to talk to them about it, because I don't want them to become that. I have 4 boys who happen to be hockey players and rabid hockey fans.
Sure.
And now, you know, kids are now online, and they hear things. And I'm in public office, so they hear a lot of things. And they'll ask, Dad, what are they saying? What does this mean? And my son, one of my sons, I think was talking to someone, having a similar conversation, overheard. He says, Dad, that stuff people are talking about, this Barstool thing. And I explained what happened. I told him what was going on. I told him what I was doing. And I put it in the context I'm summarizing here, that, you know, think about how you want your friend, your sister, your mother, your wife, anybody to be treated, or anybody else. That's how we want to treat people. This is why I stood up to say what I have to say.
See, I think we're
teach them some lessons, hopefully, that they make the right choice.
Sure. And
they don't become that.
So I think maybe where we just differentiate here is I don't think it's the responsibility of Portnoy or any of these people. If an employee of Barstool, you mentioned an employee of your company, or rather of your staff, if the employee of Barstool tweets something negative of a woman or hateful, or anybody, fine. But if some random person who happens to like Barstool tweets something at Marissa or Jessica, I don't know, to blame Barstool for that, you're now blaming them for what somebody else is thinking. I think then you're falling into a really dangerous trap, a slippery slope, no?
No, I'm not blaming Barstool for all these things, Kevin.
Well, what are you blaming them for then? I don't understand. I don't understand.
I didn't start the firestorm with Barstool.
Well, you did jump in, though, Joe. You did jump in.
I am going to blame them because they decided to. Again, they're approaching the response. His response to me is the same response to both Jessica and to Marissa, is to unlaunch a tirade of toxic, which I'm not surprised, and didn't believe in 1 second there wouldn't be a response.
Well, that's why you did it. I mean, you did it looking for a response. Yeah.
And drum up other absurd comments about myself and my family. I think you have a responsibility that, because what we hold and what we all hold in some capacity now in this age of social platforms is the rhetorical power based on where we are in our professional life or how we engage people. Portnoy has that rhetorical power. So it might not be his business model, but he has that to spark that sort of venom, and he has done that. And remember this, we go back, the reason why Marissa and Jamie and Jessica Haslam had called out the issue. We already know what Barstool was. There's no disguising it. The point is, why would an organization or an umbrella institution like the NHL want to partner or endorse any partnership that really contradicts directly what their mission is to expand and make it more inclusive and diverse. A game which is, and a sport which is so nice, so fantastic, and there's no denying that. And David Portnoy found that to be offensive, and then try to unleash his toxic and venom at us and say, "I got no responsibility. You do have a responsibility."
Well, I think you know, I'm going to talk to Portnoy, but I'm going to guess that Portnoy is going to say to me, you know, well, we partnered with the Bruins. The Bruins reached out to us. We made a deal, and then all of a sudden, these people started calling us toxic and racist with no example. Well, hold on, with no examples. Then they decided to say, well, I mean, if someone called you a racist or called you a, you know, you'd want to fight back. Again, like I've talked to you for 60 minutes, no examples. I haven't seen examples from anyone else that they're racist, so it's confusing.
Kevin, 1 second.
Yeah.
I never once said that anybody who follows Barstool on any platform is a racist.
Well, you said, but you've used the word racist. You tweet out the word racist.
These are platforms. They are. You cannot deny the fact they do disguise a lot of that activity.
Well, where? I mean, where does that? But where does that happen? I'm happy to. I want to report it if it's there, but I don't see it. And Kevin Cullen don't report nothing unless it's fact.
Let me just explain. They are the platform for that, but there is, at the end of the day, what people, the reason to call it, there is ignorance embedded in this world, and the ignorance embedded in clearly we've all been ignorant at one point in our lives, and people should know that the activity they're participating also supports these things or condones these actions or these words.
But which activities, though? Which activities? Which activities?
I'm not knocking Barstool for seeking a partnership with the Bruins. That wasn't the question. And if you want to own it, if the Bruins or the NHL said, no, we believe in it, well, fine, we'll own it. They've been silent about it.
But which activities, though, Joe?
Saying, you know, if they said the Bruins reached out to them, fine. That was their decision. Barstool has a right to seek that partnership. No one said that. Clearly, though, this has been a platform which is allowed to perpetuate or stayed silent. You know, and yeah, they might not be their employees, but when you have the rhetorical power of as this media entity does, yeah, you have a responsibility to say something like, hey, we don't condone that stuff. You're responsible for your own actions. But we're not out to, one, support or parrot or any language or be the portal for language that is sexist, that is racist, in any form whatsoever. So that's the point here. That's the point of staying silent is not an option. No.
Well, you can't
say that it's good for my business model and we allow this type of activity, but I don't have a responsibility.
Are you going to go all Portnoy at all? Are you going to talk to him?
No, I have no reason to talk to Portnoy.
Okay. All right, Joe.
I don't have a reason to talk to Portnoy. I didn't pick a fight with Portnoy. He picked a fight with everyone else. He's angry with everybody else. Again, he has, I'll give them credit that, I'll give him credit that they have not lied about their business model or their approach.
We'll go. I'm sure you got a business.
They have a right to conduct business, whether people want to do business with them, that's their choice. But if you claim that you want to make your activity or entity more inclusive and more diverse, and this is clearly cuts against that grain, I think you should answer why.
Well, I'm sure you got a busy day, a lot more important stuff than towels, so I'll let you go at it.
All right, we'll go Bruins.
All right, Joe, I'll talk to you, man.
All right, bye-bye.
See you, brother. So, I probably should have done a preamble before, but we weren't sure he was going to call. I attempted, as Kirk Minihane, to talk to Curtatone. I got no response. So I did what any honest journalist would do. I lied and said I was Kevin Cullen of the Boston Globe. The minute I said I was from the Boston Globe, the fucking place got back to me in like 30 seconds. So I talked to Curtatone as Kevin Cullen. You have to Google him. I guess a lot of people may not know who he is. I guess if that's possible. An enemy of mine, somebody who was suspended for the Globe for lying about where he was at the marathon. I figured, you know, Curtatone won't go with a guy like me or a guy like Portnoy, but he'll go with a man of honor like Kevin Cullen because he thinks he's a brother in arms. So that was it. And again, you know, and this is the battle I fought in my old place, and the battle I guess I'm going to fight here, and it frustrates me already, is, you know, racist, sexist, homophobic. Okay, no problem. Let's lay out the examples. I don't know how many times in that, I don't know how long that conversation was, 15 minutes. How many times I asked for an example? There was not one single example given other than 5 people who don't work for Barstool, who are idiots, who message stupid things to a female writer, which they shouldn't have done. I'm not sure that's the responsibility of anybody other than that individual. But we live in a world now where if somebody does that and they're a fan of something, that institution should be penalized for that. It's fucking crazy. These people make me fucking nuts. So there you go. And I guess we'll have that up on, I don't know, all these social media platforms here at some point soon. I think that was Kevin Cullen and Joseph Curtatone.